Hello, hello. Welcome to tonight's live stream. Welcome. So I know it's Halloween and everything. I don't celebrate Halloween, so I had to go live. So welcome. So today I am going to talk about, or should I say tonight, is I'm going to share 3 steps to creating your own 6-figure economy starting right now. All right. I am so excited for where my own personal business is going. And I'm so excited for all the opportunities that I have and that I get to create to help other people as well. So anytime I get the opportunity to share my passion, my love, my excitement for what it is that I do and to kick knowledge and help other people, of course, I'm going to show up and do that. So again, tonight we're going to talk about creating your own 6-figure economy. And I want to inspire you and I want to empower you to go ahead and get started with that right now. I read something today and it said something to the effect of don't allow the future to rob you. Like focus on today, like do what you can do today. Right? Don't put off what you can do today for tomorrow, because that's literally allowing the future to rob you. Like you don't know by simply taking action and, being courageous and doing that thing today, you don't know what kind of outcome could actually come from it. Right? Oftentimes people ask me about the results that I get. And it's like, yeah, I get daily results inside of my business because I've built this up and I don't put off what I can do today right for another day. I try to do as much as I can. When I'm inspired, I take action. I empower myself to take action. I empower myself to do the thing. I invest in myself, right? I go the extra mile. I require more of myself. I'm constantly learning. I'm giving back. It's like I am trying to live as much as I possibly can in the moment, in the day. And I'll be honest with you, I'm always so pleasantly surprised, or should I say blessed, because there really is no surprise in it, that my business is doing what my business is doing. And that inspires me to want to empower way more people to be able to get like this level of results for themselves. I think you would be really surprised if you realize how fast you can actually transform your situation. Like if you truly believe that this was possible for you. And that's part of the reason why I show up and I do what it is that I do, is because I know that there are in fact people out there that believe this is possible. Right. I talked to a gentleman today and I hope I have the opportunity of mentoring him. I hope he decides to come on board and get started, which I think that he is, because he sounds like a very, very smart cookie. But, he asked me, he said, so are you doing this full time or do you still work a 9-to-5 job? And I said, no. I've been boss free for many years. And he was like, wow. It's like he was actually amazed that he was actually talking to someone that's actually been able to do this. Right. And I told him, I said, it's so funny that you respond that way. I said, because whenever I go like into my bank or, I talk to people locally, especially my bankers and my tellers, and, they're handling my business. They're looking at my account. They see it's an LLC and they're like, oh, well, what kind of business do you have? And I tell them, it's like they're so amazed. It's like they finally know someone that's actually come to the internet and has actually made like legit money, right? Like to the degree that I'm making it. And it's like I've shared with you guys before, like now is the time. There are so many people that are intrigued by digital marketing, right? They are intrigued by the idea of making money online and really making this like their new way of life. And, whether it's discretionary income, whether it's extra income, whether it's to replace a job, whether it's a plan B, like there are so many people that are just so inquisitive, right? About if this is really possible. And I'm here to tell you it absolutely is. Like I came on the scene as someone that had failed in MLM and network marketing for quite so many years through many opportunities. And I was working full-time as a nurse when I came. So it's not like I was qualified, right, to like show up on the scene and begin making money. I was working full-time as a nurse. I knew nothing about the business of online business. And I just simply jumped out there and I took the bull by the horns. Like that's the best way that I can describe it. And y'all, the reason I do what I do is because I know that most people don't do what it is that I do, right? Most people don't do what I did in 2007. And so I'm like, maybe through law of large numbers, right? I will actually, be able to help some people like realize that, what is possible and just to decide to get out there and decide to make it happen. The playing field is so level. The playing field is so extremely level. There are so many people out there that want this, that are searching for it, that are already consuming the content, And they just need to hear from you. Like they just need to know like there is someone out there that gets them, that relates to them, that's a lot like them, that is on the same journey they want to be on, and that can lead them and that can guide them. And if you can be that person, right, then guess what? People will begin to pay you daily, right, for what it is that you actually do. And so that's what I want to do, is just continue to inspire more and more people to decide to create their own economy. And so tonight I'm going to actually break down 3 steps that I'm so inspired to share with you, because I'm really getting back to my message of creating our own economy and the whole idea of ownership and control. All right. And so tonight, that's what we're going to talk about. Make sure you grab a notebook, make sure you grab something to, take notes with the pen. Because I believe if you really decide to follow this blueprint, you decide to adapt it as your own, like you're going to see a world of opportunity and possibility, actually open up for you. So again, I really, really hope that you end up leaving it better than when you came. Like I always say, it's not about the consumption of information. It is absolutely about what you actually do with the information. All right. Empower yourself, right, to do something with the actual information to make your business better. Remember, we're not putting off what we can do today for another day. Don't allow the future to rob you, right? Make the most of today, right? And especially in business, we make the most of today. Again, like I tell you guys, like, I just wish you would, I wish I could just get you to see, like, there's so much money to be made out there. There's so many people out there that have money, that want to do things with it. They want to invest in themselves, right? Like they want to invest in their future. They want to take action. They want to learn this stuff. They're out there searching for digital marketing courses and online business training to actually invest in. Like, I just wish I could get you to see and really, really understand, right? Because you would want to get out there in such a bigger way, to be one of those people that are discovered and found, because again, people are like gladly investing their money because they want to learn this stuff, right? They want to learn this stuff. And so I want to help empower you. I'm sure I probably inspire you, right? But I want to help empower you, right? To really get out there and decide to take your share, to claim your share. All right. So in an email that I sent out today, hello, Deb. Hello, Mrs. Cohill. And hello, anyone else that's out there. I talked about how, I'm going to actually just read it real quickly, just that one part. All right. I said, crazy times or not, we are so blessed to have such opportunities and liberties to call it and create our own. Like literally that whole call it bit, like that's what I've been saying over and over and over again. Like anyone that I'm talking to, right? Like my daughter, right? The job that she had got when she came home from college didn't work out. So, she started applying for other jobs, and I'm like, well, what are you looking for and how much she want to get paid? So she told me what she's looking for. She told me what she's going to get paid. I said, call it. Right? Like call it. And she's like, I am. So she had a range, right? She said between this amount and this amount. I said, well, call it. Right. And so what happened was 2 jobs actually, called her not shortly after that. And funny, both of them asked her, like, what does she want to get paid? They didn't ask her, like, they didn't tell her this is what we're paying. They both said, this is what, they both asked her, what do you want to get paid? And she called it. She told them what she wanted to get paid. All right. One didn't call her back, but the second job, which was the job she really, really wanted, right? Guess what? She ended up getting her paperwork today, and it's that amount, right? What she called plus bonuses, right? So I'm just telling, and they're giving her a laptop. And just a couple of days ago, right, I said, she was talking about how her laptop's really slow. And I said, well, just go buy another laptop. I said, they're so inexpensive nowadays, right? Just go buy another laptop. She says, no, she's like, when I get my job, they're probably going to give me a laptop. This is before she even like started getting callbacks. And this job, right, before she even starts, right, they're already ordering her laptop, right? I'm just telling y'all, like, we have to understand that our present situation right here, you called this, right? You called whatever you're in right now, good, bad, or indifferent, you called it. So if you called this, right, you can call, right, a more favorable outcome if that's what you desire. If something more favorable is what you desire, right, you can call it an up-leveling. If an up-leveling is what you want, you can call it, right? And like literally, that's what I say to myself every single day, girl, call it. What is it that you want? A sale a day, 2 sales a day. What is it you want? You want $500 a day, $1,000 a day, $1,500 a day. What is it you want? Right? Call it. Right? But I don't just call it. I back it up by my actual work, right? Which is why I show up the way that you guys see me show up, doing lives, doing trainings, doing mentorship lessons, right? Emailing my list. I probably do more work than like 2 people, 3 people, right? The average 2 or 3 people online. right? Because there are things that I actually want, and I know that faith without works is dead. And I'm requiring more of myself in this season. Okay, I'm requiring more of myself in this season. And I'll be honest with you, what I'm really, really hoping and praying for is that through my works, that I can empower and I can inspire, and I can lead the way for someone else that simply just sees what it is that I'm doing, and that my doing alone and the results they know that I'm getting, right, can be like inspiration enough to say, you know what, it's my time, right? It is my time. All right. So if you're ready to get off the fence, you're ready to dive in, you're ready to do the work, you're ready to start requiring more of yourself. All right. I'm going to share with you the 3 steps, all right, for creating your own economy. All right. So grab your notebook, grab a pen. All right. Let's get down to business. All right. Number one, all right, knowledge. All right. You got to know how to navigate these internet streets. All right. So if you want to create your own economy, all right, you want to start right now with creating your own economy on the internet. All right, you got to know how to navigate these internet streets. All right, you've got to know everything about what's going online so that you can stake your share. All right, so that's number 1, knowledge. Okay, you have to acquire the knowledge. All right, now when it comes to knowledge, it's so important. If you want to create your own economy, okay, I'm going to get you excited about this. But in acquiring this knowledge, we also need to keep it incredibly simple, right? So that we increase I don't want to say the likelihood, right? We give ourselves more opportunity, right, to actually get the work done. The more complicated you make things, believe it or not, the harder it is going to be to follow through. All right. So as we're acquiring this knowledge, right, meaning there's a lot of things we have to learn. We've got to learn automation, right? We've got to learn how to set up systems and processes, right? We've got to learn about payment processors. We got to learn about the platforms to actually market on. And we got to learn about the various formats. And then we got to learn about content creation. And then we got to learn about messaging, right? We got to learn about, our ideal client. There's a lot of things, right? Email marketing, right? And again, messaging through email marketing. There's a lot of things that we actually have to learn. And you guys, the fact of the matter is you can either make up your mind to learn it, or you can make up your mind to keep investing time, energy, and money and getting it wrong and failing, right? And literally blaming other people and other things versus getting better yourself. Like Jim Rohn said, don't wish it was easier. It's not going to get any easier, you guys. It's just not. It is what it is, right? So you got to decide to actually acquire the knowledge. You got to decide to get this for yourself. Right? That's why I talk strategy so much. You guys, I want you in my mentorship community. Like, I want you in my mentorship community because I am telling you, it is such a fantastic bonus, right? To really help you get this stuff, right? To really understand how I break down what I understand and what I know. Y'all think this is good, right? Let me see. All right. So Profit on Purpose with Shantae, she can tell you. I know you guys probably think I just show up live and I'm getting it all right here. If she's giving all this away, I can't believe that there's more that she gives away right in her mentorship community. Sadly mistaken. All right. You are making an error in judgment. That's all I can tell you. All right. Because what I know goes so much deeper. I'm willing to show up and do what I do live because I feel like it's a fair exchange. And if you're looking for a mentor, you can fairly judge, right? If I can actually be the person to help you on this journey, navigating this journey, right? But I'm telling you, I walk the walk. I know what I'm talking about. Been in this space 16 years, right? Not new to this, very true to this, all these things, right? Fired my boss, been able to replace my income, have gone on to earn many 6 figures online, right? I've actually sold millions of dollars of stuff online, right? In some instances, I was only earning a commission, so I only got a cut, right? I know this stuff. Right? I know this stuff. And what I'm telling you is you've got to decide to learn this. You got to decide to get this. You got to understand the strategy of this, right? Like there's such a big difference between just learning something and really understanding how to apply it, right? And the strategy behind it, right? To make it work. And then you committing yourself to actually getting better to get the results that you desire. Some people have it easier. Like they can just come online and do the thing. Right? There's just factors that are working for them. And some of us have to work a little bit harder, but none of that should be a reason for why you don't continue to persist, right? For why you don't continue to decide to get better, for why you don't continue to invest in yourself. Right? I can tell you guys, I'm so excited. So my girl, Melissa Lockhart, so excited. Her all access is ending and she decided to come on in here inside of the roadmap and the mentorship. So I'm so excited that I get to continue working with her as well. It's like all of my clients are like pretty much rocking with me here. And I'm so excited because again, I called it and I told them, you need to be here, right? You need to be here where there are other people out there just trying to sell you. And you can tell like, they don't really care whether you succeed or not. Like, I hope you feel this is heartfelt for me. Like, I want you in my mentorship. I know I give the best there, right? And you can access it anytime you want, 24/7, 365 to help you in your business. All right. But again, going back to knowledge, you got to get this stuff, you guys, right? You got to get this stuff. And I've said this before. Actually, I'll save it for another time. All right. But keep it simple. All right. Master one lane. Thank you, Shantae. She says, most definitely. Right? Master one lane. All right. What does this mean? All right. We are talking about in our community, $100,000 or more in the next 12 months or less. Okay. Stripe, PayPal, right? This is what we want to see, right? I'm looking at $1 million over the next year coming through my accounts. All right. I'm helping people get to their first 6 figures and more over the next 12 months. All right. It's going to take an immense amount of focus. So once you acquire the knowledge, you want to settle in, you want to simmer in, right? And you just want to focus on, right, staying in your lane and keeping it very simple. Steph, what does this mean? It means that as you're learning, we're not trying to learn Instagram and Pinterest and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. We're not just trying to like take the internet or take the information like a fire hose and just like, take it to the face. That's not what we want. That's not what we want at all. All right. Like I have to try to kind of rein some people in. I'm like, you don't want to get overloaded by information, like stay in your pay grade, right? Because if you get all over the place with information, right, now you're overwhelmed. Now you don't know what to do. Now you're all confused, right? No, stay in your lane. So what does this mean, right? One core offer, right? It's not saying you can't stack your income and have many income streams, right? But you got to have a core offer. Right? I have a core offer every single day. I'm talking about the roadmap. Why? Because I know if someone does want to stack their income, this is going to give them the foundation. This is going to help them learn what they've got to actually learn to have a fighting chance of success, right? Like this is what's going to help to help them get the knowledge that they need to acquire the skills, right, that are going to allow them to get paid out there on the internet. So this is my core offer. All right. It's not that I don't have other offers, but they're not going to give you what's in here, right? They're bits and pieces. They help to get people into my world, but it's not going to help you get what's in here. So one core offer, all right? One main marketing strategy and our platform, right? So for example, when you decide to dive into our training, all right, you're going to choose what it is that you want to, what's going to be your core offer. Is it going to be the roadmap? Is it going to be something else? But you got to choose that core offer. And then you got to choose, right? You'll get that set up. And then you got to choose one main marketing platform, right? And marketing strategy. All right. Where is that going to be? And what is that going to be? All right. And you're going to settle in on that. And you're going to choose to get good at it. And you're going to choose to be consistent with it. And you're going to choose to do it daily. Right? And you're going to choose to then reach a level of mastery with it. Mastery comes with the repetition of over and over and over again, right? Fine tuning. It's like what goes on in my mentorship community, right? It's like when you're on the outside looking in, right? And you guys have questions and I answer your questions. I know I'm answering your questions for the moment, but it's like, I know because you're lacking the information, there's a huge disconnect. Where within the mentorship, it's like, I get to feed them, right? Like it's a constant work in progress. It's like where they are, right? I get to like say, okay, because you've reached this level, because you've done this, now I can help you focus on this, right? So I'm going to use my girl Shantae as an example, right? So when she first started working with me a couple years ago, like she looked me dead in my face and said, I'm not doing videos, right? Like you can say whatever you want. I'm not doing videos. I said, whatever, fine. We'll figure out something, right? She went out there, she found her way, right? She got really, really great at acquiring clients. Like Shantae is one of these people, she's made money. She knows how to acquire clients. She knows how to take care of her clients. She knows how to solve their problems. Shantae knows how to make money, right? But with what I do online, right, she wanted to learn like this level of stuff, right? But she was going to do videos. All right. And so when she decided to come into the roadmap, right, and I said, okay, we're doing this 90-day, this 100-day trek. And she committed to doing a video a day. So here's an instance where Shantae went from, I don't care what you say, I'm not doing any videos, to now she probably has 60 days worth of videos that she's done. And so because she's taken action in that way, and guess what? She's in my mentorship community. Guess what? Like now she's in a space where I can help her, right? She's bonus access because she's a client of mine. So I get to work with her one-on-one. But if she wasn't willing to start doing videos, I would have nothing for her in terms of like, I couldn't help her. She would just be consuming information. But it's like now since she started, doing the videos, I can actually say, okay, let's fine tune that, right? Let's focus on that now. I can actually zero in, right, and help her. Why? Because she is in action. All right. So y'all, that's how we get to a level of mastery. All right, is by actually starting to do, and then we don't just give up, right? We say, okay, how do I make this work for me? How do I actually get better? You guys, that's where mentorship comes in. That's where having someone like in your life and in your corner really does make a difference. And again, you get that free. You get that free, right? When you invest $500 into the roadmap. Like, I almost feel silly saying that because I feel like if you don't invest, maybe you don't see the value in me. And I'm just being honest. Right? Because like if you just wanted to hire me, you don't even know. You don't even want to know what that would cost you. But to know that you actually have a mentor with 16 years of experience willing to help you in that way, like I want to throw that out there because I want to make sure people really understand that's what they get. And for anyone that is taking action now, you get this for the whole 2024. My mentorship community is only going to get better. It's only going to grow. All right, these next 30 days, right, in November, right, we're tackling a whole nother thing when it comes to content and mastery, right, and messaging and showing up and, getting more exposure. Like I'm really focusing hard, right, on helping them understand. Like today, if anyone didn't go through the lesson I did today, like, let me just tell you, like, I'm like, what am I doing here? I need to be charging for this stuff. Today's lesson was so stinking good. Like I'm literally like just throwing the content ideas out there to you guys, right? Like I just gave you a ton of content ideas today. I mean, I broke it down and y'all, it's only going to get better. Why? Because I want you to win. I hope those that are in my world understand it and see that I want you to win. All right. And so with knowledge, one core offer, right? One main marketing strategy or platform, one problem that you're solving. All right. We're not all over the place. It's every single day, right? We're power of one, right? One audience that you're focused on for 1 year, If anyone's out there and you've struggled with making money online and building a business, can you honestly say for 1 full year, you focus on one core offer, one main marketing platform and strategy, one problem solved and one audience? Can you honestly say for a complete year, you gave all of these things, right? Your full attention. You went full out. You backed yourself. Or can you honestly say, girl, I remember the last time I stuck to one thing, one offer, one marketing platform, one problem solved, one audience for maybe 30 days, 60 days. But now we're talking about a year. You can do this. You can win. You can do this. If you can do this, you can win. All right. So like, I know I may sound tough, but I'm tough because y'all, 90% of women in business are not earning 6 figures. Like 84% of all people in business are not doing 6 figures. Someone needs to be tough about this. Someone needs to let people know, like we need to wake up. Like we need to wake up and focus, right? Focus, decide what it is that we want and go get it. All right. So the first thing, if we're talking about creating our own economy, we have to acquire the knowledge. We've got to become more knowledgeable. We have to understand how to navigate these internet streets. And then once we understand what it takes, again, we chunk it down and we decide how are we going to create a lane for ourselves, right? So like I have my lane. And guess what? It's a demon of mine every single day to stay in it and not to worry about what I see other people doing or thinking that I need more and I need to do more. I'm honest about that, y'all, because I know it's a demon. I know it's a struggle, right? But here's the thing. Like, I believe God blessed me with this lane. And I believe he's asking me to trust him with this lane. And I'm sharing this because I know that I have a lot of God girls and believers out there as well. I believe he's trusting me. I literally believe he created this lane for me. Too many things are stacked in my favor. And literally, like whenever I feel myself veering off or wanting to go peek over here, I feel like he said, so you're going to trust them and not me? Y'all, it's powerful. Powerful. Right? So like literally, believer or not, if you are all over the place, right, you're going to struggle, you're going to lose, you're going to fail, you're going to create calamity where there doesn't need to be calamity. You're literally creating that, right? When you can just settle in on a lane, right? And just every single day, get in that boring lane and work it, right? We're all over the place. Why? Because we're seeking excitement. We want those endorphins to fire off. Well, guess what? You want the endorphins to fire off? Get your phone cha-chinging, right? Get your phone cha-chinging. It's so funny, y'all. Whenever my phone goes off, so my girl, I told you guys, Melissa got started, right? She got started like at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll sleep to the world, but I always hear my phone. And it's funny, whenever I'm sleeping, my phone cha-chings. I always believe it's someone in my dream. I'm like, I always say, wow, good for them. I'm not even joking. When my phone cha-chings and I'm asleep, I'm like, oh, that's so good for them. I don't know who them is that I'm talking about. Right? Then I'm like, oh, I think that, did I come to my sense? I'm like, oh, that was my phone. Right? Y'all, if you want endorphins, right? Pick your lane, write it, and get your phone cha-chinging. That's the endorphins that you want. Everything else is just noise and complication. All right? So that's number one. If you want to create your own economy, all right, you got to acquire the knowledge. All right? You got to acquire the knowledge. Number two, all right, you got to create opportunity. Right? You got to create opportunity for yourself and you got to create opportunity for others. All right. You guys, we are no longer in just the info age. So the day of people just like buying info products and being happy with the information they're consuming is not where we're at anymore. We're not in the info age. Like we're literally in the collaboration and the community age, right? I want you just to look at what's going on the internet. Right? People rally, they're coming together. Why do you think people can like dance on Instagram and reels and stuff and make money? Because people like that stuff. They're entertained by that. It's a sense of community. It's no longer just setting up a website and just sending. I'm not saying you can't do that. But if you want the shorter path, it literally is in collaboration. Right? And so when we are deciding to now take our knowledge, right? It's not that we want to just take our knowledge and start getting out there and just like selling, right? This cheap information to people. That's not what people want, right? The day and age we're in right now is coming together. It's collaboration. It was me taking my 16 years of experience and realizing that I don't need to prove anything to anyone, that I could latch on to what Zach and Hannah did and collaborate. You know what I'm saying? Like go into their world, right? And make money from what they created. That's collaboration, right? Not thinking that I had to recreate it all for myself because I have 16 years of experience. No, that's not the day and age that we're in, right? And so when you're creating opportunity for yourself and then you're creating it for others, believe it or not, there's so much more money in that, all right? So how do we do that, all right? We're going to create opportunities through, again, I'm a prime example of how we do this. All right. But through teaching, through sharing, through recommending. And you guys, I'm so tired of hearing people say, like, I can't do what you're doing because I'm not an authority. I'm not an expert. You guys, you have to remember in 2007, neither was I. Neither was I. I simply shared what I was excited about. I shared that ebook with people. I wasn't an authority. I wasn't an expert. I was excited. I was going somewhere and I wanted other people to know where I was going and I was inviting them to go with me. Y'all, and guess what? My vibe, my flow is still the same today. Right? I'm just steps ahead of you guys. But I'm still saying, let's go. Right? Y'all, this is where I'm going. Right? $1 million through my accounts this next 12 months. Right? In 2024. Right? $1 million through my accounts. And what am I doing? I'm showing up to help people that have yet to do 6 figures, right? Let's go 6 figures in 12 months or less. Let's go, right? Like we're on this journey together. Am I an authority? Yes. Am I an expert? Yes. But I teach you guys like how to get out there. Just simply begin to share what you're learning. You don't have to be an expert or an authority. Excitement alone is enough, right? For what you are consuming, what you are a part of, where you are going, what you are discovering. There are so many people that are just a step or two behind you. You guys, the gentleman that contacted me today, like I said, I'm really, really hoping that he decides to get started because I know he can benefit from this so much. And again, smart cookie, totally sharp. But he's like, I want to get started online. He said, but I know nothing about the platforms. I know nothing about payment processors. You guys, I'm sharing that because you guys need to understand he's not the only one. So many people out there don't know about the very basics that we know. Again, if we're in the program rocking it, we know these things, but so many people don't. If you're looking to get started in this way and you acquire the knowledge, instantly it puts you steps ahead of people out there that don't know this. So there are people out there that need to know even the little bit that you know, and that it's possible for them to get started and get on this journey as well. All right, so we create opportunities, right, by number one, acquiring the knowledge for ourselves and then getting out there and telling people, guess what I learned today? Guess what I discovered today? Guess what happened to me today? Right? I found a way to use done for you products, right, to help you get your business started crazy fast. Right? Terrence, I'm a busy factory worker, and I found a way to start making money online without having to create products, without having to join a biz app. Do you think there's other factory workers out there that are on YouTube or wherever on the internet looking for side gigs, looking for extra income? And maybe everything they're running across is just, they're like, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to create a course. I don't want to biz up. Like, I don't want to do. And here comes Terrence, like as a busy factory worker, like I found a way, right, to carve out an hour or two, maybe 3 hours a day, right? I come home, this is what I do, right? And I'm learning, right, that there is a way for us to make money without having to create products, without having to join a business opportunity, right? And you know what? I want to help other factory workers like realize this is so doable. You don't have to be a techie, right? We give you all the training. Y'all, it's just simple conversations we're having with people that are already out there on the net. That's it. Every single one of you guys could speak to someone that's in your, either what you do professionally, what you did professionally at one time. You might be a fan of a certain sport or a hobby. There are people you can speak to that would totally resonate with what you're sharing, right? In terms of like, oh, wow, I'm an MMA fan too. Oh, I'm a God girl too, right? I love designer brands too, whatever. And they'll listen to you for those reasons, right? Like my girl Deb, I was telling her, there are a lot of people out there in retirement. Here's the thing. If we go to Walmart, right, and there are people at the welcome, they're working there. Do you not think there are people in retirement on the internet looking for ways to make money, looking for side gigs, looking to learn internet marketing, looking to learn digital marketing, wanting to get their share, wanting to get their piece, wanting to earn an extra few $1,000s a month to supplement their retirement? Absolutely. Absolutely. And when you have your hands on something, that can help them, it's selfish not to get out there and let them know I have this for you. I found something for retirees. That's so simple, so crazy simple. And guess what? You keep sharing that message every single day, saying it just a little bit differently. And then guess what you do? You invite them to come take a peek. And guess what? A percentage will come take a peek. A percentage will say, wow, Dad, this is really doggone good. You're doing this? Yeah. All right. How is it working for you? Well, I mean, you're here, aren't you? See, y'all see why you need my mentorship? Do you see what I just did? How is this working for you? Well, it's working great. You're here, aren't you? I got your attention, didn't I? If you got their attention, could you not show them how you got their attention and how you got them there so they can duplicate it? Y'all are making this too hard. You're just making it too hard because you're too focused on the fact of what you haven't gotten so far that you have taken your eyes off of how far you've actually gotten. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Because no matter where you are right now, I was probably in a lower place when I got started because I knew nothing. I had nothing. I started from complete scratch online. So you can't tell me nothing because I know what's possible if you simply decide. All right. So you're gonna create your own opportunity for yourself and for others, right? Through teaching, sharing, recommending, right? And guess what? The end result of that, you guys, are people saying, I want to be a part of what you're selling. I want to know that too. I want to learn that too. Where did you say I can get that ebook? Where did you say I can get that blueprint? Where did you say this entire course is? I want to go check that out. All right. And then of course, that's when your phone should change. All right. You guys, opportunity. I have goosebumps right now as I'm getting ready to say this. I feel like I want to cry right now for some reason. Compared to just saying, hey, Shantae, here is a course that's going to teach you everything that you need to know about digital marketing and online business, right? Buy it, consume it. Good luck to you. Just information, right? She's still left to figure out what she's going to do with that information, which is fine, right? There are some people that still go through the roadmap and they still want to decide, do I want to sell the course as my own or do I want to actually turn an idea into a business? That's perfectly fine, right? But what I know is that when I get someone involved in the roadmap, I've actually given them opportunity. And to me, and I think for the majority of people, let me know if this resonates with you, opportunity equals hope. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited to do what I do. I'm so excited to send my emails on a daily basis. I'm so excited to go live. I'm so excited to cut my new videos and upload my new videos. Like, I'm so excited to turn my videos into shorts. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to do my Super Saturday trainings. Like, I'm so excited to teach within my community because I understand that every single person in my community, right, has the hope of opportunity. You have opportunity in your hands. Like, literally, like, it represents a brand new life for you. It literally represents a brand new bank account for you. It just depends upon what you're going to do with it. Right? It just depends upon what you're going to do with it. But opportunity, like, represents hope. And when you can create that for yourself because you invest in yourself so that you can acquire the knowledge, right? And then you open up new opportunities based upon now what you know. And then you introduce other people to those same opportunities, right? To learn. And you open up You guys, did you ever think you could be so powerful as to open up opportunities for other people? If you get this the way that I get it, your life will change. Your bank account will change. You will start to change lives. Like, you've really got to understand what we have our hands on here, the time that we're in right now, the people that are out there, the market that we serve. If you understand it, like, you would realize, like, we wake up to opportunity every single day. It's ours for the taking. Right? We just got to be bold and courageous and get out there. We just got to decide. So we literally represent hope, you guys, as the holder and the bearer of opportunity. Now, this is why, like, when I get on my soapbox about investing, because if you don't invest, you have no opportunity. You don't invest, you have no mentorship through me. You don't invest, right? Like, you are where you are. What we hold is opportunity. And when you understand that and you walk in that on a daily basis, things change for you, right? That's why I insist that people become a part of this and get their share and get in this, because I know what it holds for them. And then number 3, all right, number 3 is ownership. Ownership. All right. Back in the day, in 2019, when that last biz op that I was a part of closed up on me, and, I lost a 6-figure a year income just like that. The owner closed up shop, didn't notify anybody. I had over 200 people that I had sponsored into that business opportunity. I felt responsible, but I wasn't responsible because everyone took their own risk, right? As they joined it over the 3 years that I was in it. That's a part of business. But I realized from that moment on, I had a choice. Do I just want to keep selling rental property? Yeah, I'm getting ready to drop the doggone bomb. Right? And that's what a login is. That's when I sell you a business opportunity, and you essentially have a login. I'm selling you a rental property. And that rental property, it's in the hands of an admin or a company owner, which in most instances is a one man or one woman run show. That's just honestly what it is. And if they wake up one day and they're like, I've had it, these people are getting on my nerves, no one's promoting the program anymore, I'm bored, I want to move to Taiwan, whatever, how are they feeling? And they close up shop. Like, you don't get like a 30-day notice in most instances, right? They don't give you a severance package. They don't give you anything. So all the momentum you've built up with your videos, your content, your branding, all of that just gets taken away. No, I'm not saying there's not good people out there, and I'm not saying everyone out there that are owners of programs are going to do that. I'm just unavailable to promote those kind of things anymore, because I understand that possibility lies. If that were my only opportunity, if that was the only way that I could do what I wanted to do, then yes, I would take the risk. Absolutely, I would take the risk. But here's the thing, y'all. I'm a smart cookie. And I know that's not the only way. I know that in this instance, I don't have to rent when I can invest $500 and now have ownership. Someone say amen. That I can invest $500 and now I have a business asset. Anything short of you having ownership of what you invest in, it's a liability. You don't know how it's going to be there. You don't know how long it's going to be there. You don't know the conditions of which it's going to be there. You don't know how they're going to change the rules. You don't know how they're going to make changes because they think it's better. And for you, it's actually worse because it's not in alignment with why you joined initially. Like I told y'all, I'm not new to this, very much so true to this. There are owners that do make changes that are actually really, really good. But if you don't want to move on with those changes and embrace them, you're stuck with them. You're literally at the mercy. So if there's not ownership, it's a liability. An MLM network marketing company, y'all, it's a liability. There's a lot of trust involved in that. Affiliate marketing relationships, it's a liability, right? Your income is in the hands of another party, right, that you have to trust to be there and to support the program or the thing. Now, I'm not saying I don't make affiliate income. I do. It's on the way back into my business, though. My bread and butter, right? My 10K plus a month. Oh, that's definitely in my hands. That definitely is in my Stripe, my PayPal. 100%, and I own it. And I own it. So literally at like this phase, y'all, I think it's so important that we start having more of a conversation and we start creating more of the awareness of ownership, right? What business assets do you actually have in your business that you can honestly say are yours, that even if, the platform closes, you can say, oh, but I have the entire course. My marketing, my videos, everything is good. I just direct people now that buy from me to my own platform because I can just upload all the courses to my own platform. Oh, why can I do that? Because I have a license that gave me the opportunity to download all the files and I own the files. So like literally at this stage, when it comes to my business livelihood, like what makes me my money, right? I only invest into assets. I only invest if I know I'm going to get the files, right? Like that's a prereq for me. I've got to own. I got to know that every video I do, everything that I do, that thing is going to be good forever, for as long as I want it to be good. And then I know it can always point to the thing that guess what I own. And that I don't have to wake up in the morning wondering if the admin's in a good mood. Right? Or is he right on the brink of closing up shop? Or has his interest went someplace else? And so now this program's going to get very little attention because now he's off doing this. Y'all, that's one reason why initially, like, I was like, I don't want to be an owner because I know how we all are as human beings. I don't want someone else's livelihood in my hands. Like, I don't want your business, connected to a login that you have through me. What if I don't feel like running anymore? Like, that's a true story, right? That's transparency. No, what I love knowing is that every single person that's bought the roadmap through me, every single person that's bought the blueprint from me, anything that I offer from here moving, everyone that bought the system.io PLR package from me, yeah, if I went away today and y'all never heard from me again, would you miss my mentorship? Likely so. Did I take an opportunity away from you though? Did I take an opportunity away from you? No, your opportunity is still very much so alive and well, right? Because it's not dependent on me. If Zach and Hannah decide that they want to go in a different direction with their business, does that kill anything for us? No. I just take my downloaded file and I upload it to my own Podia site or my own Kajabi site or my own system.io site. And the little link on the thank you page and in my welcome email, guess what? It just changes. My videos don't change. Nothing is touched in my business. And so are there things that, yeah, we do have to rent? Absolutely. Right? YouTube, Instagram, these platforms, right? Like, we've got to abide by their rules and we're renting this space. That's why it's so important, again, to acquire the knowledge, because what's one of the first things that we learn when it comes to these platforms? That we show up on these platforms to create awareness, right? And to corral the people that want to be a part of our world and to get them in our databases, either get them in our buyer databases or get them in our email databases. Why? Because we own those things. We own that CSV file. I don't even own ConvertKit. I don't own System.io. I rent those or lease those as well. But here's the thing. I have the CSV file. So if ConvertKit or System.io at one point is like, we're closing up shop. Okay, no problem. Like, this is going to stink having to go to a new system, but it's just something I do. There's some things we just can't avoid. But my actual money, yeah, I own those things, right? I own those things. And that's what I want to represent for other people, is that if we're talking about truly creating our own economy, right, we really have to start having a conversation more around ownership and around control. Like, really taking stock of what do you own and what do you actually control in your business. All right. Make sure I covered everything. As you can tell on that part, I didn't even look at my notes because y'all already know, like, that's my heart. I feel that. All right. So we want to talk about minimizing our liabilities, right? So our livelihoods are not snatched away. That's what's important. All right. Minimizing our liabilities so that our livelihoods are not snatched away. And you guys, that's one thing that I love about the roadmap, is that what's module number 28? How to build your own course with Kajabi. 28 lessons in that module. So it's like everything you need to know about running your business is in there. It's in there. Why? So that you can create ownership and control. It's one of the things that they talk about, knowledge and ownership. They tell you that. They don't want you to be dependent upon them because they get no money from you. They don't owe you anything. You guys understand that, right? They owe you nothing. They provided the platform, but they owe you nothing. The person you buy it from should be the one, right, that has the customer service to help you and anything extra to actually help and guide you and to be there for you. So all of y'all that are out there, guess what? You get to leverage my community. You get to leverage my mentorship, right? You get to bring people into this community where they get to plug into my mentorship. Right? Until you feel like, you know what, I want to create my own community. And again, that's absolutely your prerogative anytime you want to do that. But the entire course, again, it's all about this. How to create a sustainable business. Right? Whether you want to sell the course forever as your main offer, right? Or whether you decide to make a bunch of money with the course and then you decide to do something else for yourself and sell an idea that you actually have, or whether you come into the course and get inspired to turn an idea into a business of your own, you could do that too. you're going to learn, right, digital marketing, and you're going to learn the business of online business. You're going to learn like literally how to do business, right, like a Fortune 500 company. You're going to learn how to build your own money getting systems. You're going to learn how to build your own email list. You're going to learn how to implement email marketing. You're going to learn how to create content and messaging. You're going to learn how to build your own unique brand. You're going to learn how to use very simple automations and tools of the internet to make your business easier and to allow your business to run with or without you. You're going to learn how to choose a platform and pick that platform, right, based upon how you want to market. Will it be YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or Pinterest, right? You're going to learn how to do that, right? You are going to learn how to, establish your vision, your business vision. You're going to learn, how to have your businesses backed by creating legal documents. The gentleman earlier today asked me, do they talk about LLCs? And I was like, I don't think so. But guess what they do? Right? They school you on the legal structure of your business and give you something to think about so that you can go consult like legal help and actually make the right decision for your business. We are not playing around here. Like this literally gets to be, again, if you want to create your own economy, this literally gets to be like your last stop. You come here, you have what you need to produce 6 figures or more in the next 12 months or less. You have what you need. My mentorship is an absolute accelerant. My mentorship will work on your mindset, will work on how you show up, will work on you as an individual so you're stronger out there in the marketplace. So you know how to apply, right, more of what you're learning, right, in a way, again, to help you accelerate your results. My mentorship will help you fine tune, right? My mentorship will help you be accountable. My mentorship will help you and remind you to stay in the freaking game, right? And again, to focus on the power of one. Right? My mentorship is here to run alongside of you, right? So that, guess what? For 1 year, you finally stick to something and you start to get really great results for yourself. I don't care what it looks like for anyone right now. In the next 12 months, right? Your life will change. Things will be different. I am telling you that right now. I am calling it for you. Because I just don't believe that you stay in my space, you listen to the lessons, you show up live, right? You get your hands on the roadmap, you have access to all of this. I just can't fathom the idea of things staying the same for you. I just can't. So if you are ready to create your own economy, like I'm telling you, like this is the move that you want to make. Not saying there's not other stuff out there that you can entertain, but this is the move, I know, where you're going to be able to settle in and literally get what it is that you want. I'm going to say this, y'all. I've never done anything in my business over 16 years. Like right now, I'm thinking about Dakari. I'm thinking about Shantae. I'm thinking about Veronica. I'm thinking about Thomas. I'm thinking Angelina. I'm thinking about, I've never experienced bringing people into something and seeing them go out there and begin to create their own, right? Dakari, like I think fresh out of college as an athlete, and he's building a whole brand around helping athletes that want to learn an additional skill so that they're not just reliant upon their athletic ability, and he's like starting to school them on the fact of that's not always going to be there for you. And if you don't want to rely upon a 9-to-5 job, y'all, this is maybe his early 20s if he's fresh out of college. My daughter's 21, maybe he's 22. Do you see what I'm saying? Like he found the people he wants to serve because he is his people. This is a young 20-year-old that invested $500 to learn this stuff, got set up in less than a month. And now he's out there on Instagram. I think doing reels every single day, sharing the message to student athletes and those looking to go pro that, hey, you need to have another plan because at some point this is going to come to an end. Y'all, we are not playing around here, and use it as an example, right? Again, he learned that from the training, y'all. I didn't help him pick his niche. I was surprised when I saw his reels, and it got me excited because I'm like, what we're teaching, this works. People are learning, they are applying, they are figuring this stuff out. but I've never seen the rate of action. Veronica, brand new to all of this, didn't know nothing about the business of online business. And in 3 weeks, had a complete business set up, 2 income streams, a complete money getting system, payment processor set up. And she started getting out there, right? And setting herself up on YouTube, videos every single day. I've never seen this. I've never experienced this before. That is why I love this so much. That's why I call $100,000 or more in the next 12 months or less, even if you have no experience. Because we are in a very high demand and high desire industry. If you just put yourself out there and commit to getting better and commit to mastery and focusing on the power of one, and you're here for a year focusing on that, you will reach a level of mastery. You will get better. You will start to call in, right, your most ideal buyers. Like, things will literally start to happen for you. I wish I could share with you guys the email. I don't know the gentleman that well. He sent me today, right? Like, he discovered me and we had a quick phone conversation. But when I read his email, I was thinking, I'm like, this is exactly what everyone needs to experience. You put yourself out there. People instantly see you as the person that can help them. They see you as the person that has the information that they want to buy from. And I share things like that, right? Because I need you guys to know there are people out there, right, that are waiting to send you these emails, that are ready to opt into your system, that are going to get the confidence to do this because of you. You don't do, you're selfish. That's for anyone that's already in. If you're not already doing, you're selfish. It has nothing else to do with anything outside of your selfish, because you're holding up someone else's progress. That's how I view myself. I do what I do because I already know my buyers are out there. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to go over a few more things. We're going to close out. If you do want more information, you're like, Steph, like, this sounds like exactly where I need to be. I need all this information. I want to follow through these 3 steps, right? I want to gain the knowledge. I want to acquire the skills. I want to create opportunity for myself and for others. And I want to make sure that I own this doggone thing, that I own my business assets, right? GoProWithSteph.com down below in the description, right? We'll hook you up. We'll give you all the information that you need, right, to learn all about this and to take action. And I do accept Afterpay and Klarna if you need to split up your payments. All right. I shared this in mentorship, and it's one of these things where I don't mind sharing out here. When we talk about 6 figures or more in the next 12 months or less, all right? And again, I always refer back to my calculator, because I always want to make sure I have the numbers right. All right, let's just do $100,000. Feel free to take your calculators out, you guys, and do it with me. $100,000 or whatever your number is. Please do it with me right now, matter of fact. All right? It's going to be powerful. $100,000, okay, divided by 500 is 200 customers. Okay, 200 customers over the next 12 months. Do you guys want to know the plot twist in this? Do you want to know the exciting thing? You don't have to create not one of these people. They're already born. They're already thriving. They're already living. I shouldn't say thriving. We don't know that. But they're living. They're breathing. They're working jobs. They're going to the gym. They're doing home workouts. They're arguing with their spouses. Right? They're making sweet love. They're on the internet. Right? They're doing all the things. 200 people. You're 200 people. If $100,000 in the next 12 months is your thing, these are 200 people that are already out there. These are 200 people that have money to invest. So the people are already out there, you guys. The money, so the $100,000 is already out there. The hard work has already been done. The people have been birthed. They already have the desire inside of them. They're already out there consuming content, reading books, maybe going to workshops and conventions, watching videos, reading other people's emails, right? Hating their jobs, These 200 people are already out there right now. The $100, right, that's going to make its way into your bank account, through your Stripe account, through your PayPal account in the next 12 months is already out there. The hard work's already been done. The mint's already created the money. People are already working jobs to get that money into their paychecks, into their bank accounts. They've already gotten approved for the credit cards or the line of credits. It's already, the hard work's already been done. Already. All you've got to do, yes, they're out trick-or-treating. I love it. Thank you. I guess I could have said that other than making sweet love. Right? They're out there already. So if the people are out there, the money's out there, it's already been created. And all you got to do is just show up every single day and contribute 2 or 3 pieces of content to the internet. That's it. So that you can connect with these people. That's it. So you guys already, you understand so much of the hard work's been done. You're delaying the process. You're delaying reaching them and being able to call in that money. You're delaying that, right? And when a simple $500 investment puts you into a new position to be able to call that in, like it just doesn't, I mean, literally, it just doesn't make sense, does it? Seriously, it just doesn't make sense when you hear it that way. Because you investing doesn't create the people. You investing doesn't create the money. You creating the content doesn't create the people, doesn't create the money. It doesn't even create the desire. Because people already have the desire. They just are unaware of you. That's why, again, in our community, we're so focused on messaging and content, right? Because that's the thing. That's the lifeline that's missing in your business right now. Is that connection. You throw enough of those lifelines out there, right? It's going to connect with people. It's going to stop their scroll. They're going to land on your video and say, where have you been? Where have you been all my life? I'm ready. I'm so ready now. You've got me fired up. So then you have to just sit back and ask yourself, so I'm delaying all this. Yeah. You're delaying all of it. I'm delaying all of it. So like every day, you guys, that's what I think about. The millions, the people are already out there. The money's already out there. My content doesn't create a stitch of it. And praise God, the hard work's already been done. It's just like the analogy I've used before of going to the airport. You have one job when you're picking up somebody from the airport is to get there and wait for them. That's it. That's it. If you guys could just get a visual on this, that's it. Your world will change. Plan your trip accordingly, get to the airport and wait. You're not responsible for getting them on the plane, getting them checked in through luggage, getting them their boarding passes, right? Getting them on the plane, piloting the plane. You're not responsible for any of that. All of that's already happening. That's the hard work you don't have to do. You just got to pick up to receive. That's it. Y'all, same thing in our business. The people are already out there. If you don't do your part, they can't get their solution. They can't get their help. They can't get their guidance. They can't get their lifeline. If you don't see it as such, that might be the struggle in your business. I throw lifelines out there every single day. Most people go like this though, right? That's the truth. Most people go like this though. Nope, not for me. $500, nope. Too rich for my blood. Well, I'm going to keep throwing the lifelines out there. Because I know there are also people that are like, wait a second, all that stuff you ran down, $500, say less. Say less. Because I've been looking at courses for thousands of dollars. So your job, y'all, is to just keep throwing the lifeline out there. Because the money that you're going to be calling in over the next 12 months, it's already out there and the people are already out there. You just got to do your part. Right. And that's where my mentorship comes in. These are the deep thoughts, y'all, that we don't factor in. So it's like, then you're like, oh, I'm really letting $500 stop me. In the big scheme of things, yes. Yes. And I'm telling you guys, that's the thought process I have. You know, I've shared with people, like I've invested $1,500 into a 30-day mastermind before, right? I've invested thousands and hundreds of dollars into, you know, things with shorter spans, like, and I don't even have the ownership, right? It's still a login. It's not what I have here. Well, this is 500, right? For knowledge and opportunity and ownership. All right. So doing what we do, okay, write this down and put it someplace in your workspace, right? No one can take away the knowledge that we acquired. You log in today, you learn something today, no one can ever take that away from you. Powerful. All right. No one can ever take away the skills that you acquire. All right. So y'all, so this is why in 16 years of doing what I do, I've made money creating blogs. I've made money building websites. I've made money building systems. I've made money creating content and writing emails. I've made money setting up automations, right? I've made money with coaching. I've made money with consulting. Anything you could think about in business, I've made money doing. Why? Because at some point I acquired the knowledge and I developed the skills. So not only, right, did I create opportunities for myself through the knowledge and the skills, right, but I've been able to help other people, right, do things in their business that they didn't want to do, weren't equipped to do, and wanted to pay someone for. So no one can ever take away the knowledge and or the skills that you acquire when you invest in yourself in this way. All right, doing what we do, no one can take away the opportunities that we put in place. Praise God, right? No one can take away those opportunities. Why? Because you own the business assets. No one can take away those opportunities, right, that you put in place. You own the assets. Okay, if a platform goes janky, go put it up on a different platform. The asset is the main thing. The thing that you're selling, that's the main thing. And no one can ever take away that from you. Y'all, that's powerful. And then when you impart that on other people, you have confidence in knowing that they invested and you gave them an asset. You exchanged an asset for money. And like you can rest easy at night knowing, right, that the same opportunities you can create for yourself, it's the same opportunities they can create for themselves. Powerful, you guys, powerful, right? And then no one can take away the business assets that we invest in. It's powerful, right? So that's what we represent. All right, y'all, that's how we create our own six-figure economy starting right now, right? Number one, we decide to get positioned to acquire the knowledge to help us put all of this together. I'm going to say it again. We decide to invest to get access to the knowledge that's going to help us put all of this together. That's going to be there to support us. That's going to give us ongoing training and education. That's going to help us as we need more information to grow. It's going to help us scale. It's going to help us make decisions. Right? It's going to help us with this trek that we're on, that we're committing to for the next year. Right? This is our business asset. And with it, we get to create opportunities for ourselves and we get to create opportunities for other people. And on a daily basis, we get to throw lifelines out there, right? And invite them, right, into our world so that they can replicate, duplicate, and do the exact same thing that we're doing. Whether or not they want to sell the course as their own, or whether they want to go out there and create something from scratch, right, based upon an idea that they have, knowing that they have the training to help them in actually doing that. All right. So if you want to get plugged in, you're like ready to get plugged in, I'm going to tell you November is going to be an amazing month for mentorship when it comes to helping you create the content. Like what I did today, like we are going to ride that vibe, ride that energy, ride that style, right, of lessons, right? So that you have no excuse of not knowing what to create. I'm helping you, like I'm literally giving you, right? So we're moving beyond just the content bank on a daily basis. That's going to still be there, but I'm showing up to literally drop like money-making messages right to you, right? So that you have no excuses not to create and produce money-making messages designed to call in your people that already have the desire and already have the money ready to go. All right. I'm believing in breakthroughs over these next, 30 and 60 days of the year. I'm believing in breakthroughs. All right. So I really hope that you are leaving better than when you came. If you're ready to get plugged in or to get more information in your hands, the link is down below in the description. Go pro. GoProWithSteph.com. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Be more than happy to answer your questions. And remember, when you get started, all right, you're going to be plugged into my private mentorship where you get access to bonus resources, daily lessons. Right now, we're on day number 52 of 100. You can listen to them whenever you want, however you want. There's no right or wrong. They're all good. They're all going to rock your world. They're going to make you better. I believe that the mentorship easily could be worth, $500 to $1,000 all by itself. And right now it's comped for everyone that comes in, right? It's comped. And so like literally showing up, you get office hours every Tuesday. And that's where my Zoom room is open. And I'm just like literally working, and you can pop in, ask questions, get guidance, get feedback, get any kind of help that you need. You could just pop in and say, Steph, what are you working on? Can you show me what you're working on? Like, I don't care. It's office hours. It's me being available, right, to my peeps, right? So whatever they actually need, they get. All right. Whatever they actually need, they get. All right. So again, I hope that you guys are leaving better than when you came. If you're ready to take action, again, go to GoProWithSteph.com. If you're newer to my world, make sure you subscribe, click on notifications. That way you don't miss any live streams, you don't miss any uploads, you don't miss any shorts. All right. And you will also begin to receive amazing emails from me when you go over to GoProWithSteph.com and put in your details. And my emails, not only do they provide a lot of value, again, but I'm going to keep inviting you. I'm going to keep inviting you, right? Let's go, let's go, let's go. When you join my list and you're in my world, I'm going to show up every single day reminding you, right, of what you said you wanted. I'm not going to let you forget. I'm going to keep reminding you of what you said you wanted. And y'all, the beautiful thing, another bonus of my mentorship is you get to model my business, right? So I have an entire welcome email sequence that I use in my own business that you can use. I give you the license to it, right? Daily broadcasts that I use, you can use my broadcast. You get to model my business, all right? It is just true mentorship. All right. True mentorship. All right. So again, any questions, feel free to reach out to me. But again, once you're in my world, I'm not going to allow you to forget, right, that you wanted something, that you're seeking something, that you desire something. And I want to keep reminding you of exactly where to go to get it. All right. So have a fantastic night, you guys. Take action. All right. Be courageous. I look so forward to celebrating your success. I look so forward to welcoming you into my community, mentoring you, working with you, and ultimately celebrating your many, many wins. All right. Again, GoProWithSteph.com to get plugged in and to get the information in your hands. Any questions, just reach out. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.